We made it to nationals, and that was amazing because we were one of the best. I think at the time it was 4 teams. It was a round robin, actually. So it was the best 4 teams in the whole nation, and so we thought we were just the next best thing since sliced bread. And I think that playing in that tournament was so surreal because you played against other club teams that were so good and at the same level as you that you don't necessarily always get the chance or opportunity to play against, which was so great for us because we're like, wow, these girls are like just as good as us, if not better, and we have to compete at the highest level and play these 3 games, or at that, it was a round robin, so we had the 4. But still, that just reminds me of how competitive I was and my teammates were at that age, which also I think helped me get to the next level. And being that competitive at the club level, I mean, has only helped me, continue to grow and my competitive spirit and level that I'm playing at right now.
The national championships was really, really special. I think that was like the biggest thing I had really won, and that's kind of for youth soccer growing up, that was kind of the ultimate prize. And I think we were always super ambitious in achieving that and to have that happen. And I think what's so special about youth soccer is that it's really your family. The girls that you grow up with become like your sisters, and you do everything. And there's just like such a strong camaraderie there. So to play with a team that you've played for a while with, and with these girls, it's a very special feeling to win something.
Those were really great moments because at such a young age, I feel like I was competing for something and really working hard to, perform for my team. And it was no longer just about, whatever the result is the result. I mean, at the end of the day, you win some, you lose some. But that was probably the moments that I was like, whoa, we got to win. We got a state championship on our hands that we could actually bring home. And I think those are really cool moments because, you remember a lot of the times that you win. You try to remember the losses as well because you do learn from them. But at the same time, you want to remember the wins that you have. So state championships were definitely a really important part of my memory.
Our state cup was fun. My team was very competitive. I mean, we had a lot of competition as well, but I can't remember how many we won. Maybe 9, I think, is what we counted with our team, which made it so much fun. That was always like the big goal at the end is win state cup, go to regionals, and go to nationals. And we always fell short going to nationals, so it still hurts today to even talk about. But I had so much fun in those tournaments, and my team made it even 10 times better to be a part of.
I get to play now in front of huge crowds and with all this spotlight and attention, and I don't think I'll ever have that feeling that I did going through my U14 national championship. I remember winning state cup. I can tell you how I scored, what the score was. I remember going to Hawaii. That was our regionals, Region 4, and I remember that national championship. And I think that it stays with me so much because it was about camaraderie. It was about growing and learning who you were and making these lifelong bonds.
My name is Tony McManus. We are the 01 Lady Lobos Rush out of Memphis, Tennessee. We were here in the finals last year. Unfortunately, did not finish it out, but that gave us a little bit of motivation going into this year.
It's been crazy, and it's just been like really hard because everybody here is so good, and everybody is good because they win their state cup, and so there are other ways to get in, and so it's been really difficult. But we pushed through it, and we were able to come out on top.
for us it's a little difficult because we work with a lot of underprivileged kids, kids that can't afford to really play at big clubs. So we're very small. We haven't been around very long. We put in a lot of work with the kids. We pick them up. We've been working with these guys, just try to give them a future, something to look forward to, get them out the streets, put them in a place where they can come and just have fun, meet other kids, and train hard, and just give them a goal, whether it's college or to the next level. So we've been very successful at doing that at this level. So it's been a great process.
It was 1935, the year that Elvis and Sandy Koufax were born. It was a year of many firsts, including the first NFL draft, the first Monopoly board game went on sale, Social Security began, and Babe Ruth hit his last home run. In addition to these milestones, the National Junior Challenge Cup was founded in 1935, offering a youth competition for young men in the United States. The cup was later named the James P. McGuire Cup, after the late U.S. soccer president, who himself was quite a standout in his earlier days, winning the U.S. Open Cup in 1929. McGuire would lead U.S. soccer and earn an international reputation as an excellent leader.
The Jim McGuire Cup was started in 1935. It was the only cup that the United States Soccer Federation had for youth players. And it was a very good competition, and I can tell you, it was the highlight of my soccer career to be a champion in 1954.
This storied cup, now the oldest trophy in youth sport.
It has a history, it has a meaning, I think it has tradition. So I think it's extremely important for our competitions, for all the age groups that kind of emulate the McGuire Cup.
Winning the McGuire Cup is huge, just because all that history that comes along with the oldest trophy in youth sports period, that's really big for us.
Who will write their name in the next chapter of the story McGuire Cup?
This tournament, it's great competition. I mean, you just have to work. All these teams belong here. All these teams work together.
So the competition was fantastic from start to finish, and when you get to a facility like this, it makes it even more worthwhile traveling 6.5 hours to get here.
Sacrificed a lot, time, and like our summer. So I really think that if we keep with that, we'll be on pace for a great time at nationals.
Just an overall great performance. Came out in the second half, was able to close it out, and get that regional victory that we wanted.
Benefits of this level are huge. The college exposure is second to none for these guys. Are all able to get recruited and achieve the goals that they want
for, there's a real benefit to these goals. It's not just showcases, it's competition. Everyone wants to win. You play competitive sports because you want to win.
Welcome to Shields Overland Park Soccer Complex here in Overland Park, Kansas, site of the 2019 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. I'm Todd Panula, and I'm here to bring you all of today's exciting 19 and under girls group action between Princeton Soccer Academy and Cajun Soccer Club. Cajun Soccer Club will be clad in the blue, countered by the orange of Princeton. Your starters for today for Cajun. Out in the field, it's Beverly Richard, Cassie Bowers, Claire Wither, Madeline Moreau, Mia Dupuis, Quinn Valiud, Julia Spielman, Gabrielle Felix, Emily Saunier, and in goal it is Katie Cook. Countered by Princeton, their starters are Daniela Vito, Jordan Allen, Mary Claire Langen, Filomena Gregorio, Samantha Derrico, Ida Choinsky, Caroline Caputo, Julia Eichenbaum, and in goal it is Angie Paz. Sun coming right in your living rooms this morning. We hope you enjoy today's contest. Brought to you by Turbo Sports Group. Cajun SC with a giveaway. Princeton pushing it up onto the forward line. To get towards the edge of the 18. Long shot goes off the woodwork, and it ends up going out. Goal kick given. That one was pretty close. Good touch up the left-hand side, cutting it past the defender, and then the strong right-footed shot. And it just wouldn't dip down. Intercepted by Derrico. Derrico gets it back. Lifted over by De Gregorio. A bit of a cheap foul in the back. Well spotted. Dupuis. Take it away from Saunier. Far wing now. Wouldn't get on for Choinsky. Cajun SC trying to switch the point of attack. And instead, it's intercepted by De Gregorio. Put up by Caputo. Bowers got in the way. Spielman from the right. Intending that one for Moreau, but it wasn't on. Intercepted again. They look for Moreau a second time. She got to it this time, but the pass to Dupuis wasn't quite there. Derrico. Derrico calling for it here on the right. Instead, they go more center. Intending that one for Eichenbaum. Both teams kind of feeling this game out here in the early morning. 7 o'clock kickoff time. Central Standard Time. Not quite as early for those of you watching in the East Coast. PSA building from the back, coming over here towards the right. Derrico lays it off, gets the return pass inside the 18, tries a cross. It was deflected on the way through, so it'll be a corner kick. Left-footed corner, puts it out. Bounced it inside the box. That's usually pretty dangerous. Now a left-footed shot from Eichenbaum was knocked away. So we'll do it all over from the other side. Coming off the right foot, still swinging towards goal, although the kick ends up pretty straight. Too tall for everybody, cleared away. Chance to put it back in. Strong right foot from De Gregorio, but a little too direct. Young tries to send it over to the far wing. Bowers. Header pocket picked. Getting a little too direct, but Coach Massimo Chidashi is applauding his team's effort. Likes the thought process, just perhaps the execution not quite there yet. Coming over here to the near side, Allen. It ends up filtered through. Jericho kept it in. Good defending there, able to keep it away. That ended up last touched by PSA, so it's going to be a goal kick. Good to see a little bit more sportsmanship in there. Sometimes you'll see the player go to ground just to give the official a decision to make. But it didn't seem like there was going to be enough contact for any kind of penalty to begin. As Chard sends it up top, looking for Saunier. Laced over here to the near side. That is going to check up just enough to be on the foot of Felix. Werther. Popped over. Moreau. Back the other way. Derrico. Nice touch by Eichenbaum. Continues it on over to the left. Taken off the foot of Langen. Chard slips. Gives a little bit of space now in towards the penalty area. That one's out for a corner. Choinski on the corner. Gets good air underneath it, puts it right into the middle. Defender awkwardly handled it. Sent away. It's going to stay with PSA. Scrum for it here along the near sideline. Drop back, intending that one to go to De Gregorio. Just passed around Allen. Second defender was too much. De Gregorio tried to slide that pass through to Derrico. It wasn't quite on. PSA continually building up onto the attack. In the middle, Caputo couldn't quite get there. Into the box, left-footed shot, save made, goes off the woodwork again. Katie Cook making the save. Just a little bit more than the fingertips. See the left-footed shot coming in. Might have struggled with it just a tiny bit in the sun. Got some gloves in behind it, though. And that was enough to keep it out. Goalkeeper's best friend are those posts sometimes. Caputo to the left side now. Cajun into the box, dangerous. It was on for Saunier, but the defender stepped in. Lovely weighted ball over the top. Intercepted, though, by Biliou. PSA trying to switch it to the right. Hitting it on through the middle. That footed shot was there for Eichenbaum, but the defender stepped in just a step early. Saunier. A little too heavy on that initial touch. Oviedo. Now the shot coming in, a little hopeful there. It's about 35, 40 yards out. Didn't quite drive it enough, got underneath. Cook puts it back into play. Eichenbaum spins one to the left, intercepted. Biliou. Now right-footed shot coming, stepped into nicely, bravely by Richard. Derrico volleys it in towards the middle. Cajun sends it away. Right back in from Allen. Defender spotted that well because Eichenbaum was making her way in towards the middle. Oviedo able to pull that one out of the air, but Cajun SC still manages to come away with it. Bit of a knock from behind, not enough to draw a whistle. Quick passing, Young set it back. Young calling for it in return. Instead, Werther Continues it on back. And Derrico able to take it away. Calls from Coach Laperouse. Wanting a foul in the box against one of his defenders. Not to happen. Substitution going to come in here for Cajun SC Rage. Just a little over a quarter hour into this match. Coming in is Remy Noel. Dupuis to the bench. So with Noel coming into the game, that'll push Saunier out to the wing. Had been playing more of a central role earlier. Trying to get a little bit of a different look here for Cajun. As, right now, it's mostly been PSA in possession, creating a few more chances as well. Now Noel gets her first touch. Comes over here to the near side. Saunier trying to lob one over the top. A little tough to handle there for Allen. One timeout by Paz. Lobbing one over the top. Attending that one for Moreau. Bowers. Saunier. Bowers was calling for it. Instead, he comes back to Felix. She'll switch it up. Teams trading it back and forth in the midfield. Werther for Cajun SC. Werther again. Swinging it to the near side for Felix. Saunier. Little tap up the sideline. Running onto it is Moreau. Moreau all the way out to the end line, draws herself a corner kick. A little bit fortunate, looked like it might have taken a double touch. But ultimately the corner was given. Spielman coming over in case they want to go short with it, and they do. Spielman puts it in towards the 6-yard area, quickly sent out. It's going to go out for a throw. Saunier's pass was intercepted. PSA coming over here. It's going to be tight along the sideline, kept in nicely by Oviedo. Building up a little bit, lays it off for Derrico, up the wing. One-time cross into the box. Derrico again. Instead, it's Moreau. Up through the middle, trying to get it on for Noel. But just a bit too tall was Choinski. Near side now for Derrico. Into the box, kind of slides out after it. PSA building up a little more deliberately now. And then Oviedo tried to pop one over the top. getting a little more direct. Got to go out to the side a little bit more. Troinski. Gave it off to Vito. Oviedo able to keep on her feet. Derrico here on the right. Took a deflection, so it's going to be out for a corner kick. Cajun will put in another substitution here in a moment. So we get a look at Katie Cook. He's been troubled here in the first half so far. Had to make a couple saves. A couple balls have also gone off the woodwork. Two off the crossbar, I should say. Defender dealt with it, then got knocked down. Return shot comes in, ball bouncing around like a hot potato. Finally cleared away. Cajun SC trying to build the counterattack. They had something going, and then the pass towards Noel was a little bit too long, spotted by the center back. Derrico into the middle now. Eichenbaum couldn't quite turn the defender. Sonier not quite on the same page as that pass. Emma Young still holding that headgear. She's the one that was knocked down in the box as it spilled to the ground due to the collision. Derrico. Far wing now. Mangan. Looking up the middle. And now we get a foul in behind. Free kick will come about 5 yards outside the box.
We got the sub.
Substitution checking in for Cajun SC is Katie Gillen. Just about halfway through this first half. 24th minute of play. On the counter, long ball up top for Moreau. He's able to chase it down, but the defender once again right there. PSA trying a counterattack of their own. They get it quickly up to Eichenbaum. She sent it out to the left, and that was kind of a blind pass because nobody was really there. Both teams starting to keep the ball a little bit more on the ground now. Stringing together some passes. Noel tried to take on the defender, but Allen a little too strong. Noel again. Lobbing one over the top. If that had gone through, that would have been really on for Derrico. She was in the step behind the defender. But when the ball was played, she was in an onside position. A bit too strong from De Gregorio. She regains it here along the near sideline. Steps on it. Pushes it back towards the corner. De Gregorio with the cross. Eichenbaum lays it off, whether intentionally or not. Ends up with Derrico. Jabbing that one away once again was the defender. Now the cross goes in towards the back post. Not quite enough height on it as Cook able to settle in behind. Not quite there for Moreau. De Gregorio for PSA. Out of Princeton, New Jersey. Lobbed over by Oviedo. It will get all the way through, and then the shot goes a little high. Another substitution coming in for Cajun SC. They continue to roll out the fresh bodies. Amy Fontenot comes into the game. Fontenot replaces Gabrielle Felix. So she'll settle into the left back spot. Too tall for Bowers, not quite enough to get it on for Saunier. Noel left it off. Moreau pushes it up. Moreau avoids the defender. Defender takes a spill. Moreau crosses. Ends up going all the way through. Still a lot of dew out on the field. Sometimes you can see it spring up. The ball actually had a water trail on it there as it was spinning through the air. Going to get a substitution from PSA here in a moment. In the meantime, Derrico puts it in. It's an easy roller. Saunier was making the run. Moreau's pass didn't quite get there. Brought down in the midfield. Young sends it to the right. Again, it's the final ball into the attacking third, not quite on. Defender takes a stumble. Richard trying to catch up. Eichenbaum is there. Puts it on the right foot. Steps on it just a little bit. Low shot. And that one denied. Another opportunity, this one going up a little bit higher, and it's just wide. Quality chances being created by PSA. Coming into the game for them is going to be Caitlin Clayton. So we see that shot from Eichenbaum skidding along the ground. It's difficult to tell whether Cook got a piece of it or if it went off the post, but nevertheless, it stayed out. Also coming into the game for Cajun SC is JC Crochet. Bump from behind, wins the ball for Fontenot. Up to Noel, takes it off the chest. Coming over here towards the left. Noel gets a bump, stays in possession though, has to slow it up. 30th minute of play, drops it back. Crochet, back for Noel. Couple dribbles into the box. Drives into the 6-yard area. Plays it off the keeper. Solid save made by Paz. It was a tough angle, but she still needed to come out strongly there to cut off the angle. Does give up a corner kick, but that's better than the alternative. They go short with the corner kick again. Moreau settles it into the front. Nobody there. Lobbed in by Fontenot. Into the box. Noel drops it back. Fontenot plays it off the defender. Now Fontenot taken down. Moreau from the end line. Right-footed cross into the middle. Settles in for Bowers, and she hits the post. They say it went in. It's 1-0. The way that it bounced, it looked like it might have just gone off the underside of the crossbar and out. But the signal was given quickly, and the goal is scored by Cassie Bowers. We've seen that throughout this tournament, regardless of age group. Sometimes it doesn't necessarily matter as we get a better look at it here. And that did end up rebounding into the net. Didn't see that part. So a good goal there for Cassie Bowers. She just took her time, kept her composure. That was the main thing, because you have to place that one in a spot that's going to be difficult to get to for the goalkeeper without blasting it over either. So the goal comes in the 31st minute. Flicked up high, brought down by Werther. Now we'll see how the flavor of this game changes up, because it had been mostly Cajun SC in possession. Or excuse me, Princeton SC in possession.
Yeah.
Cajun ends up coming up with the goal.
Oh, sorry.
Noel looks for Moreau, more towards the middle, sliding it through to Moreau. Just a bit too much on it, and not in the direction that she was running, so it rolls out for a goal kick. Substitution coming in here in the 33rd minute. Checking into the game is Shelby Brinkley. A little too early on the kick there, so we'll do it over. To the left, and then the right, Derrico. Derrico laces one into the box, but once again a little too direct towards goal. Needed a little more curl onto that one to run it in towards Eichenbaum. This is one of those situations, if you're PSA, you just kind of have to take a little bit of a breath. Controlled most of this game. And just a goal coming against somewhat the run of play. Going against you, and those kind of things will happen. It's one of the beauties of this game. Sometimes it can just take one quick little counterattack.
Yeah, the tripod keeps falling down the crack.
Noel in the midfield. Given away. She intended that pass for Young. Good step overs by Langen. Switching it up for Oviedo. Return pass. Good diving tackle there to knock that one away. Now a left-footed drive, ends up high and wide. "35 minutes played, just about 10 remaining. Trio of substitutes preparing to come in. Difficult to handle the goalkeeper, and that didn't miss by much. Ended up just past Cook. I think she struggled to find that one in the sun, still low enough to where it's kind of directly in your eyes from that position. Nevertheless, a good strike towards goal. Just enough curve on it to take it away from target. Crochet. Good call by Saunier, telling her to leave it, but ended up putting a little too much mustard on it. Bowers made this steal ever so briefly. Chested down by Eichenbaum. She'll lay it back. Whistle came from a different field, so we play on. Oviedo slows it up just a little bit. The pressure came from behind with Crochet, but Oviedo has it again on the left-footed. Curler towards the penalty spot. Nobody able to get on the end of it. And we get Derrico going to ground. Ended up with enough contact to draw the whistle, and the free kick will come out.
Here goes sub.
Substitution coming in for Princeton. Haley Verdicchio comes into the game. Crochet banged it off the defender. Gets it again here on the near sideline. Crochet with pressure coming from Verdicchio. Crochet again. Moreau laid it back. Fontenot. Moreau again. Cheekily around one defender. And then Noel had not made the run. Kind of standing in spot, hoping for the pass to come to her. Instead, Moreau thought that Noel would have taken off towards the wing. Moreau intercepts, though, as it was headed towards the middle third. A nice back heel pass for Moreau. Left-footed shot, and she swung a little bit through too much.
I'm so lost. Oh, there she is.
Fall asleep on Jordan?
Crochet had it taken away by Verdicchio. Tending that one for Oviedo. We have another substitution coming in for PSA in the 40th minute. Coming into the game now is Jenna Kushner. Oviedo brings it down. Difficult to deal with two defenders right there. That one actually went off of Oviedo, so the throw-in going to favor Cajun SC. One more substitution coming in for PSA as Lauren Fold will come into the game. Fold replaces Chwinsky. Langen chasing it down. able to steal it away. Caitlin Walsh, the goalkeeper, warming up right now for PSA, so that'll be something to watch for. If she comes in the second half or not. Over here to the near side now. Kushner had her pocket pick, but regains it. Looking for Oviedo. Pass a little too strong. Instead taken by Young. Young slides one through. Noel was making the run, but cut out at the last moment. Wasn't quite there for Gillen. Gillen lobs one over the top. Noel with the speed to track it down. Defender took a more direct route, though. Now Moreau. Moreau! And getting her hands in behind it was Paz. Young to Noel. Didn't judge the speed on that one quite enough. So we see another look at that shot coming up. Moreau just able to touch it one time with that right foot after the initial nudge to the right. Paz was well placed. Verticio. Folds cross was blocked. Oviedo. Verticio. Overlapping run by Kushner was not rewarded. She's still moving up the sideline, though. Into the box for Eichenbaum. Cook comes out to make the grab after that deflection. Roughly 1 minute left in regulation. First half of play. Been a pretty solid back and forth game. We're probably about 55-60% of the beginning portions of this half. PSA was in firm control of possession, but Cajun was able to pilfer a goal away, and now Noel into the box. Noel takes a shot, a big save by Paz. That's what speed will get you. It can be deadly. As Moreau just able to tap that one through past the defender. Allen couldn't do much once she was in behind because of the speed of Noel. The shot came in. Paz was able to deal with it, not all that cleanly, but enough to avert a goal nevertheless. Low-driven corner kick dealt with by the defenders, put right back in. that was a bit ambitious from that far out. Transition for Princeton was denied, and not too much time added on to the end of this one, just about a minute. The Cajun SC will go into the break leading 1-0 on a 31st minute goal by Cassie Bowers. Bowers able to settle it down in the box and then just put a nice touch on it past the goalkeeper to give her team a 1-0 lead. We'll take a break for halftime, and when we come back, we'll have your second half of action between Cajun SC and Princeton SA. Back with more after this. Today's match is brought to you by AE Engine, AmericanEagle.com, Bag Tags, Target, Chipotle Mexican Grill, Expanda Brand, Dick's Sporting Goods, MLS, NCSA, Nike, Positive Coaching Alliance, Premier International Tours, Soccer Shots, Sunmade, TA Petro, United Soccer Coaches, U.S. Soccer Federation, Wilson Trophy Company.
made it to nationals, and that was amazing because we were one of the best. I think at the time it was 4 teams. It was a round robin, actually. So it was the best 4 teams in the whole nation. And so we thought we were just the next best thing since sliced bread. And I think that playing in that tournament was so surreal because you played against other club teams that were so good and at the same level as you that you don't necessarily always get the chance or opportunity to play against, which was so great for us because we were like, wow, these girls are like just as good as us, if not better, and we have to compete at the highest level and play these 3 games, or at that, it was a round robin, so we played the 4. But still, that just reminds me of how competitive I was and my teammates were at that age, which also I think helped me get to the next level. And being that competitive at the club level, I mean, has only helped me, continue to grow in my competitive spirit and level that I'm playing at right now.
The national championships was really, really special. I think that was like the biggest thing I had really won, and that's kind of for youth soccer growing up, that was kind of the ultimate prize. And I think we were always super ambitious in achieving that and to have that happen. And I think what's so special about youth soccer is that it's really your family. The girls that you grow up with become like your sisters, and you do everything, and there's just like such a strong camaraderie there. So to play with a team that you've played for a while with, and with these girls, it's a very special feeling to win something like that.
Those were really great moments because at such a young age, I feel like I was competing for something and really working hard to, perform for my team. And it was no longer just about, whatever the result is the result. I mean, at the end of the day, you win some, you lose some. But that was probably the moments that I was like, whoa, we got to win. We got a state championship on our hands that we could actually bring home. And I think those are really cool moments because, you remember a lot of the times that you win. You try to remember the losses as well because you do learn from them. But at the same time, you want to remember the wins that you have. So state championships were definitely a really important part of my memory.
Our state cup was fun. My team was very competitive. I mean, we had a lot of competition as well, but I can't remember how many we won. Maybe 9, I think, is what we counted with our team, which made it so much fun. That was always like the big goal at the end is win state cup, go to regionals, and go to nationals. And we always fell short going to nationals, which still hurts today to even talk about. But I had so much fun in those tournaments, and my team made it even 10 times better to be a part of.
I get to play now in front of huge crowds and with all this spotlight and attention, and I don't think I'll ever have that feeling that I did going through my U14 national championship. I remember winning state cup. I can tell you how I scored, what the score was. I remember going to Hawaii. That was our regionals, Region 4, and I remember that national championship. And I think that it stays with me so much because it was about camaraderie. It was about growing and learning who you were, and
What's up?
Fucking tripod person. Shit. Is there stuff on my house?
Hell yeah.
Is there?
Could be.
Well, thanks for your help.
Want me to get off for you? That's when I'm gonna get off for you. There's like little pieces or whatever's on the ground, but it's fine. It's cool.
Okay.
Do you need your hat?
No.
Okay.
That's not how you use a hat.
Yeah, I know, but I gotta block my face somehow.
Well, wear a balaclava. The girls that played at 8:30.
It could be. The drinks are a little different.
What is going on? This is a long house on.
Player cards and player cards. Get it together, people.
Welcome back to Overland Park Soccer Complex, Shields Overland Park Soccer Complex, just outside of Kansas City. Todd Panula along with you here as we're just about set to kick off the second half of this Day 2 action. Princeton Soccer Academy against Cajun Soccer Club. Princeton, obviously from Princeton, New Jersey. Cajun SC from Lafayette, Louisiana. Cajun SC leading the game 1-0 on a 31st minute goal from Cassie Bowers. Cajun SC has gone back to the lineup they started the game with, which means Rami Noel is on the bench. I'm sure we'll see her in the second half, bringing that change of pace. There has been a goalkeeping change. We talked about that in the first half. Saw Caitlin Walsh warming up for PSA. She has indeed entered the game. So Cajun going left to right, serving one up. Moreau getting it from Crochet. Moreau was harassed there, and they say that she was guilty of the foul. Good defending there from Allen to shield that ball, draw the free kick. Trying to go over the top. Throw in along the near sideline here. PSA trying to get it across. Eichenbaum with the blast right into a defender. Not fully ready for that restart, so we'll do it over. Crochet brings it down, tried to back heel. Langen for PSA, headed on by Oviedo. She was being seen to by the trainer during halftime. Looked like might have been a sore knee. She's got a little bit of a wrap around that. Nothing that's going to keep her out of this game, though. Choinski trying to lob one over the top. Eichenbaum to the near side now. Langen back towards the middle, takes a shot, takes a deflection, but that took some of the steam off of it too, and that allows Cook to come out. crochet. Moreau sizing things up. Gave it away. Langen. Oviedo putting on the pressure. Ends up being nothing more than a throw-in. All served in. Eichenbaum running on. Dealt with. Richard able to get over. Eichenbaum. Young able to head it away. Saunier being forced to come back and defend. Draws a free kick as well. Choinski making the interception. Gives it off. Langen. Again, just a little too direct coming from PSA here in the early stages of the second half. PSA, your Eastern Regional champion. They went undefeated, defeating LMFC Storm 4-1 in the final of that regional. Cajun SC no slouch themselves. They were the South Region champion, going 4-0-1 at regionals, including a 4-2 victory over Charlotte Soccer Academy in the finals of their regionals. Chance for Young to break upfield now. She's got some space, defenders closing in, and then she sent it right into one of them. Pineda took a bit of a knock, but was able to get that ball off. Eichenbaum trying to go over the shoulder, instead comes over here towards the near side. Langen able to hold it in. Langen back for Eichenbaum. To the end line, crosses it in. Cook spills it. Defender right there to clean it up. Pineda lobs it back in. It settles down. Once again, the defender right there. Spielman able to push that one out.
Can you see how many views this stream gets?
One goes out for a goal kick. 54th minute, 1-0 your score. Goal came way back in the 31st. Miscue on the back line for Cajun SC, going to give up possession. Pineda puts it in off the throw, looking for Oviedo. And now a foul given. So a chance for PSA to put one in towards goal off the set piece. Caputo got to come up to take it. Straight shot over towards that far side. Ends up deflected out. Oviedo chases it down. but all the way back in the midfield third. Now springing the counter. Here comes Moreau. Right in the defender, but she still wins it on the second attempt. And then just a bit too heavy on the touch and second opportunity. PSA pushes upfield now. Langen, space in front, but she's going to cut towards the middle. Puts it on that right foot, slides it back out towards the left. Eichenbaum inside the 18, slows it up, takes a shot. Cook smothers. Looking for Moreau. He's going to cut towards the center. Moreau looking for help, puts it back out in front. Walsh able to grab that one. Looked like it might have taken a tap on the way through. Plays through to Langen. Langen chasing it down, gonna get to it just before the corner. Langen taking on the defender. Into the box, Langen with a shot. Sent away by Young. Oviedo had that one pilfered away by Moreau. Sent upfield by Dupuis. Not strong enough for Pineda. Take it away, Moreau. Knifed out of there. Good play by Vito. Langen. Overlapping run. Pass comes through. Eichenbaum picks up the loose change. Takes it into the box. It's a player down for PSA. And it goes out for the corner. Coach Shedrashi upset that there's no foul given, no indication of any kind of advantage either. So I think it was just a non-call in the officials' eyes.
Is it?
Corner kick will put it back into play. They go right towards the middle. Headed out by Young. Now volley comes in and that's blocked. Eichenbaum with a good strike. Bowers can't clear. Left-footed shot. Blocked again on the way in front. His body's flying everywhere right now for CSC. Substitutions will come in now for Cajun SC. Back into the game is Noel. Also coming in is Biliou. Oviedo trying to get around Bowers. slowed herself up a little bit just to give herself a little more space by creating contact. Dropped off for Langen. Langen steps on it, brings it back towards the left. Eichenbaum in the middle, defenders on her back. She's able to slide past a couple of them. Tried to take a shot, ends up drawing herself a corner kick. Headed away by Young, stepped on by Eichenbaum, draws it back, but again, got kind of caught up in between her feet. Moreau almost gave it away. Eichenbaum was right there. Throw in will favor Cajun. Dangerous ball, ended up being picked up by Biliou. Caputo about to come back into the game. She was the player that was shaken up, saw to by the trainer. They never made a substitution, but she'll re-enter. Moreau puts it out in front. The first good save made by Walsh as he was able to go down quickly to get that.
It's on the left.
Good build-up, though, coming from Cajun SC. Working it up that left-hand side, and then a quick shot in. Unfortunately for them, it was right at the goalkeeper. Another player down for Princeton in the midfield, Oviedo, who's already nursing a bit of a knock there. You can see the white tape around her knee, providing a little bit of support. Not sure that's why she went down this most recent time, but nevertheless, an important player that they can't afford to lose. Again, Cajun works it up the left, sliding it through into the middle. Noel taps it back to the far side. Left-footed shot. She was leaning just a bit too much. Walsh puts it back into play. Noel ends up with it, taking on two defenders, then lays it off. Young tried to put a right foot into it. That one was blocked. Into touch here on the near sideline. Possession back with Cajun SC. Bowers, who has what would be the game-winning goal right now if the scoreline remains the same. Langen hoping to change that. Takes it towards the middle of the pitch. Langen serves it up far side. Now the shot comes in, but right at Cook. Oviedo putting on a little bit of pressure. He's able to take that one away. Spielman sends it up the pitch. Choinski looking for Langen in the middle. Moreau. Dupuis. Too much on that one to connect with Noel. Choinski Hobbs went over the top. Again, not quite enough on it. She'll get a second opportunity. Goes on the ground this time. Onto the right side. Shot coming in. Gets past the goalkeeper, but scrapes the face of goal.
And we have stoppage time.
Not a bad idea to try a shot from that range. Just the angle from which it came from made it difficult to get on target. Once again, you saw her calling for it. She let it run on, took it, ended up only missing by maybe a yard at most. Just a bit too much curl on it to keep that one on target after it had passed the goalkeeper. Eichenbaum. Now Langen pushing it over towards the right, drops it off, and in an offside position. Coach Massimo, spreading positivity, likes the work that his girls are putting in. All they need is that final little connection. Saunier will come back into the game now. Replaces Spielman. Sun climbs higher up into the sky, casting shadows. Still supposed to be pretty nice here in Kansas. Temperatures not expected to get much over the mid-80s throughout the week. Perhaps a little bit warmer for the championship rounds and semifinals. Oviedo, her shot was blocked. Eichenbaum chests it down, and apparently she got it with the hand. Oviedo trying to spin past Bowers. Choinski. Space to the right. They're going to utilize it. It's a goal kick. Young able to shield off Eichenbaum. Noel looking for Dupuis. It runs past. Now the shot comes in, a good lace behind it from Langen, but she sent it right at the goalkeeper. Pretty easy in the end for Cook. The PSA starting to build back into the game. Time not necessarily on their side in the 68th minute. Noel, nice step over to get past the defender. Takes in on another one. Look, a bump from behind, that was legal. And the slide tackle from Noel was not. PSA has it in the midfield. Pineda was calling for it, but Langen has it in the middle. Oviedo building up slowly. Oviedo takes a knock from behind, still in possession. Free kick to Cajun SC.
Yeah.
Coach Massimo
They're doing the,
wanting
New Zealand haka down there.
things to develop a little more quickly for his team. Hard cross intended for Langdon. Never got there. Choinsky was called off. Langen tried to send it over towards the right wing. Bowers. Given away by Saunier. Saunier again. Up top to Moreau. Got a little bit of a flick on it, but nobody else was making the run. Noel's got plenty of speed, but not when she's starting from that far back. Choinsky, round one defender. Eichenbaum, Langen making the run. Eichenbaum with a left footer. And it just scooped a little bit. Dupuis with Pineda putting on pressure. Up towards the half line. Moreau able to make the steal after Vito wasn't able to make a clean handle. Moreau lays it back. Pressure put on. The steal made by Langen. Picking the pocket of Biliou. Eichenbaum. Eichenbaum spins in the box. Finds a little bit of space, and then she kind of slipped a little bit. Diving for that loose ball as it was right around the end line and kind of lost her footing. Oviedo gets it back from Allen, who's pushed into a more forward role. Oviedo, a bit ambitious. She was in a good shooting position, but ended up kind of chunking it a little bit.
We got a sub.
Ella Franson will put it back into play from the goal kick. Apologies as the goalkeeping change had been made at the half. Substitution also just made as Katie Gillen came into the game, replacing Dupuis. Allen flicks it on. Eichenbaum sets it up for Langen. Langen has the speed, but Biliou was able to get to it. Franson kicks it out. Not too far though. Put right back in. Popped up through the midfield. Oviedo. Eichenbaum. Langen trying to catch up to it before it exits the field. Does so. Biliou is right there. Eichenbaum puts it on the right foot. Eichenbaum tried to spin a shot in. Just cut it across the green a little too finely. Not a bad idea. See here, she was taking on the defenders, keeping it on a string on that right foot. Saw a little bit of space, but she was losing her balance as she took the shot. Her coach telling her that he'd rather have that one put into space in the middle, set up perhaps a better angle. '75th minute of play here, still 1-0 the score. 31st minute goal by Bowers has been the difference in this one. Sunier was putting on the pressure. Walsh will send it away. Too tall for Bowers. Langen brings it down with the thigh. Allen flicks it on for Eichenbaum. Franson will send it away. High up in the air again. Pineda able to get it down. Bowers saw it taken away. Langdon to Allen. Allen puts a left foot into it. Good save by Franson. Pineda ended up giving it up to Gillen. Oviedo took it back. Allen with it now. Eichenbaum, right wing, offside. Eichenbaum, got to put a left foot into it. Once again, those low screamers kind of difficult to deal with, but Franson able to get in behind it. Looking for Allen. Eichenbaum tried to flick it on with the shoulder. Moreau gave it away, intending that one for Noel. We'll go back the other way with Oviedo. Oviedo. Now to Langdon. Langen takes a shot, took a touch on the way through. Good recovery. Oviedo, far side for Allen. Ended up going off Derrico. Allen trying to take it away. Where they're able to keep her away. Time becoming more of a precious commodity here. Still a 1-goal difference. Points to be had for both teams. 78th minute of play. Looking for Langen. Noel able to avoid the contact, still in possession, cuts it back onto her left. Noel going to take the shot, a low one, and Walsh able to get down. Again, solid individual effort there for Rami Noel. She hasn't been able to find the back of the net quite yet. Got to figure Dave Laperouse is happy with the effort that his attacking trio, regardless of who's made up those spots, has put in here today. It's had pretty good effort overall, whether it's been Noel or Dupuis. Moreau has had a very good game as well. Saunier with a couple solid touches. As this one does end up escaping the confines of the field, right in front of our broadcast position. We'll have a substitute coming in. Returning to the game for PSA is going to be Haley Verdicchio. As she replaces Derrico. So Verdicchio will employ that right wing spot. Langen just kind of pops it over the top. Eichenbaum trying to chase it down. Smartly played out for the throw, as that wasn't going to have enough steam on it to escape over the end line. Going over the top, this is onside. She was behind the last defender, but on her own side of half. Here's Noel, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Taps it around her. Can she keep it in? No. The ball just had a little too much speed, and that shows you how fast it was going off that touch, because Noel, one of the faster players out on this field, she was able to beat the goalkeeper 1v1, as you'll see here. Lovely weighted ball. She timed her run perfectly. She was in behind the defenders, but on her own side. Gets past the goalkeeper, 1v1 right there, but then that touch was just a bit too heavy, and she couldn't catch up to it. That might have been the nail in the coffin had she scored there, but still life beating in the hearts of PSA right now. Much the way it had worked in the first half, they've had a decent amount of possession, but the chances have been a little harder to come by. They've created a little bit here in the second half, forced a couple good saves out of Ella Franson. Cajun FC trying to build their way back into this game. A little low liner coming in. Another easy save from Walsh, getting in behind it. Bowers couldn't bring it down. That one was almost through. Allen was making the run. Back the other way we go with Saunier. Noel with it now in the middle. Taking on the center back, puts it on her left foot. Noel off the woodwork. It is the third post that has been hit today. 2 in the first half, 1 in the second. All down on that goal. Eichenbaum, Langen comes out here trying to push it back in for Allen. Just a bit too much pace on it. One substitute each, going to check in. Choinski thought about laying it off for Oviedo, but she was kind of off balance, kept it instead. Moreau from the left. Slowing it up just a little bit. The ball over here towards the right. Saunier taking on Pineda. Saunier puts it on the left. Now slid through. Noel still onside. Shot comes in, and it just slides wide. Ball shot to cut off the angle, so there wasn't too much to shoot at in the end. But what was even more amazing is the fact that all 3 attackers for Cajun SC ended up onside. Credit to the PSA defenders, though. You like to see that. They were calm, composed. A lot of times in today's game, you'll see all the arms going up in the air and everybody just kind of standing around, and then something bad happens. You play until the whistle goes. If offside is given, so much the better. But it's one of my few pet peeves that's crept into today's game, whether it's as an official or just a fan. It's those defenders all putting up their arms and standing around just really serves no purpose. Here's Noel, pretty much all by herself, taking on 3 defenders. Pineda able to stay up in and make that steal. Oviedo lays it back. Pineda gives it back. Oviedo up the line looking for Langen. She is unable to hold it in as it crept over the line.
Yeah.
Just about to enter the 85th minute. 1-0 your score. Noel, once again, utilizing that speed. Gives it off to Moreau, and it got caught up in the legs. Just wouldn't settle down. Hanging back and forth with the head balls. Bowers stuck a leg up, but Langen was there first. Oviedo to the far side now for Enriqueo. That's off her and out. We'll give it back to Cajun SC. Towards the box, trying to bring it down for Gillen. Pineda was able to come over and deal with it, at least momentarily. Here's Bowers. She's already got the goal. Young with a left footer. But does nothing but slide out for a goal kick. Four minutes left in regulation. Collision in the midfield gives a free kick to PSA. They've been doing all they can to find that little bit to put it past the goalkeeper. But so far they've come up empty. Cajun SC has been pretty good in all three facets of the game. Four, I guess, if you include the goalkeeper. Here's Allen, has to settle it down after a missed touch on the first attempt. That was too far in front of Eichenbaum. Now here's Langen, sets it up with the right foot and then curls it wide. Orenfold gonna come back in for PSA. Oviedo wins it. Oviedo past Bowers, in for Eichenbaum, spins with the left foot, and this time can't get enough curl on it. An off-balance shot, but still a good opportunity. Each one that goes by the wayside becoming more and more of an issue for PSA, as they've had some chances, just haven't been able to quite find that finishing touch. So the East Region champions take it on the South Region champions. Right now, the champions of the South with the advantage. Moreau slides past the defender. She gets past Kushner. Tried to put it into the middle, and that was sent away rather quickly. Little under 2 minutes left to go in regulation. We'll see if they add on any time. There were a few instances where the ball went missing, so we'll see whether or not that impacts. Once again, somebody's lost some headgear. Off onto the attacking end. Once again, the back four for Cajun has been solid all day. Final minute of regulation, being told that going to be at least 1 minute of stoppage time added on. Moreau trying to push up the left. Moreau makes a steal. Now here's Oviedo to Langen. Again, that low shot. Franson able to get down and smother it. He's been tested here in the second half. Can't say that PSA hasn't created some chances. Too tall for Allen. She gets to it on the second attempt. Nobody in behind the defense, though. Franson just kind of killing off a little bit of time here. Played 20 seconds of at least one additional minute. So we're kind of in that time frame where the whistle could go at any moment. Bowers. Too tight to the sideline there for Brinkley. PSA showing some urgency, but the throw in went awry. Oviedo with Bowers coming right in her face. Dealt with by Richard. Allen with a drive, and that ended up right at the goalkeeper. And that will be the final kick of the game. 1-0 is your final. A 31st minute goal by Cassie Bowers ends up being the difference. It stands the test of time. And that one was all Cajun SC would need on this day. Both teams showing good sportsmanship, congratulating each other after a hard-fought game. Wouldn't be surprised if these two teams potentially meet each other later on if they could both qualify for the knockout rounds. But plenty of soccer to be played between now and then. It's right now the Southern Region champion ends up winning this matchup. That'll do it for our coverage here on today's match. Don't go too far, as we're going to have all the games for you throughout this tournament. But for now, for everybody here at Turbo Sports Group, I'm Todd Panula, coming to you from Shields Overland Park Soccer Complex. Signing off. Have a good day, everyone.